Well, I live up to that. This is a Cut 50 plasma cutter that I ordered from Banggood a while ago, and it was 200 bucks. And I thought, that's too good to be true. Well, I was right. I think this thing has a total of 10 minutes runtime on it before it failed. And when I ordered it, I specifically, I specified on the order that it was for the United States application, use in the United States, because they ship these things all over the world, I guess. Well, when it arrived, it came with a electrical plug that was for European or Australian electrical applications, not compatible at all with our receptacles here in the U.S. So I contacted Banggood, and they were really good about it. They said, well, how about if we give you a partial refund so you can put the correct plug on it for your application? And I said, that's acceptable. And so they did. They credited my card back a certain amount, and I went ahead and got the right cable and plug, wired it up, and no problems. So I proceeded to, do several small jobs with it, and it did fine. They claim this thing is rated to sever 5/8 of an inch. I never got it anywhere near that. I was cutting basically, sheet metal with it and some stuff that was eighth inch thick. Well, one day I was cutting away on some 1/8 inch angle iron, well within the capacity of the machine, the rated capacity, and all of a sudden the thermal light came on and she stopped, and I'd only used it for a couple of minutes, and I thought, well, that's odd. So I shut it down, let it cool off, fired it back up. As soon as I fired it back up, the thermal light came back on. Well, what's going on? So I pulled first thing, I went online and to some of the forums, and there was a guy on there that's kind of an expert on these things, and he said most likely one or more MOSFETs on the top circuit board went out. So I pulled the cover and discovered, number one, that this thing had taken a hit in the factory, and they just boxed it up and shipped it anyway. Well, the MOSFETs all seem to be good, but if I can get this to focus, right there, this little resistor here is burnt off and broken, and there's another one on the other side somewhere. I don't remember where, but anyway, I found, it's, where am I? Right there. It's right there, burnt off and broken. So what I'm going to do is I'll get on eBay or something for the electronics gurus on there, and I'll order me up a couple of those. And I got a buddy of mine who's an electronics wizard, and he's got the right soldering gun and solder, and he'll solder new resistors in there for me, and I will see if this thing is going to work or not. I'm not getting my hopes up. I've lately in the last year or two, I'm running about a 85 to 90% failure rate on the made in China stuff. And when the price is too good to be true, well, it's too good to be true. Some people love these things. Me, it right now it's a pile of scrap. And if I can't get it to work by replacing those two little resistors, then I'm going to put one of those stickers right on the side here, and then I'm going to put it up on a shelf as a reminder to me to not be so doggone cheap and spend the money and get the real stuff. So I don't recommend these Banggood Cut 50s, even though it's, $200 a plasma cutter. You know, for the average guy, average homeowner in the shop, that sounds great, but reliability and quality control, you know, anything coming out of China, buyer beware. You're running a risk, and I took the risk, and it didn't work out. So if you want to spend the money and go for it, well, you're on your own. I don't recommend them. Anyway, got a new addition to the shop. Here, a video or two ago, I was complaining, man, this dually's got wide hips. I was complaining about stuff all over the floor, and, you know, well, back up here. The wife and I were in Costco here a couple days ago doing our every month or two. Well, you guys can't see that very well. We go every 2 or 3 months, you know, it's just the two of us. So we stock up. Well, they had these industrial shelves here by Whalen. And each shelf is rated at 2,000 pounds. So that's, you know, 246, that's four tons. Whoa. So it was $169. And then I discovered, hey, no tools required other than a rubber mallet to pop this thing together, because all of the uprights are perforated, slotted. I'm sure these are probably laser cut or punched on a CNC machine. And then a corresponding slot, you know, punched out in the rails, and they just slide in, and you pop them with a rubber mallet, and they just lock in place. Then each shelf has got 3 cross beams. Again, the rails are notched for those, and they just slide in. And then they got a nice wire rack sits on top of that. So I'm getting crap off the floor, getting it onto shelves, and that's going to give me more room. So anyway, that's what's going on here in the shop. And don't buy the Banggood Cut 50 plasma cutter. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later.